Tom, before we go into the games and everything, 300 career league appearances if you play. That's a big achievement for any player, really. Just tell us how you feel about it.
Yeah, makes me feel old, I'll tell you that. But no, it's obviously a great achievement, and one that if you'd have told me that I'm going to make 300 appearances when I first signed pro, I would have probably laughed at you. So no, to get to this stage, it's a great achievement, and obviously lots of memories along the way, and hopefully it's not the last.
I was going to say you've had a few promotions, haven't you? You've played for some big teams. You've had some big games as well. So, how does all that improve you as a player when you look back at those games and think to yourself, well, yeah, I have actually done quite a bit.
Yeah, I think you can look back and I think when you go through tough times, especially at the moment, you can look back and maybe look at what you've done well and how it's helped the team. And I think that's why the gaffer goes on about experienced players, and at tough times you need experienced players, and that's because you've been there, you've done it, you know what it takes to get out of leagues, and you know what it takes to scrap when you need to scrap. So it's about using that experience to really to help myself, but obviously to help others, because some players maybe haven't been in situations like this or like other situations. So yeah, it's nice to look back and remember the good moments. Obviously there's lows as well. You're going to get highs, you're going to get lows, but as long as the highs outweigh the lows, and I'll be happy.
You going back to Lincoln, of course, a place where you did get a promotion as well. So did you kind of go back there when you like fond memories of what your time was there, but also like there's a job to do, isn't there, as well?
Yeah, 100%. I think maybe yesterday and today you're thinking about going back to a place that you played a number of games, and I've got fond memories of doing well there. Obviously getting promoted and winning the league there, it was a very good time and probably one of my best times of my career being there. But like you said, I'm a Port Vale player now, and it's about going there and doing the job and getting the result and get the 3 points. And once you get there, I think all that goes out the window. It's about winning and doing your job.
Could be harsh and ask you which was your favourite promotion out of winning the league with Lincoln and going through the playoffs. But
I could answer it, but I'll probably get myself in a tangle.
I'm not going to drop you in that one. Overall, though, when like you've just said about there've been tough times recently, haven't there? So, do you see yourself as a bit of a leader in that dressing room, along with some of the other senior players now, to the lads who've not been at this level and perhaps don't know the challenges that it brings, to try and help them through that?
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of experienced players, but I think we've got a lot of players that maybe haven't made that many appearances in the league. So it's about, like you said, talking to them young players and explaining that the tough times are going to happen in any league, in any walk of life, but it's about how you react. You can sit there and sulk and get down on yourself, but that's not going to help. It's about improving and looking at what you can improve. It's about going through your clips of the good games, but also the tough games. It's easy enough to, when you have a good game, to go and watch your clips and think, oh, I did that well. But it's when you have a bad game or the team has a bad game, it's trying to look and focus on what you can do better, but obviously what the team can do better. And I think that's key. It's you can get bogged down. I think sometimes that we've lost another game. We've lost this many in a row, or we haven't won in however many. But that's not gonna help. It's about focusing on the next game and what we can do to win that next game. And I spoke to a few of the younger lads this week, and it's just back on the training pitch. Let's work hard. Let's do the things you've been doing to get yourself in the team, and things will change.
You sound like you're quite diligent with your prep as well, with your clips, and also how you look after yourself. Can you kind of pass that on to a younger player as well, about, you perhaps need to study your own game a bit more, you can do this to help you get through games more consistently?
It's about getting the 1%, and I think I think as I've got older and played more and more games, I've realised that it's the little 1% that you can get. It's about watching. I don't know, if you want to, this weekend you go and watch clips from the other team. You can watch other midfield, the centre midfielders you're playing against. Can you get a little advantage of, are they right footed, are they left footed, do they like driving with the ball? There's loads of little things you can look into, and it's about trying to help the players that maybe haven't realised that, or don't do that as much as I would, and some players don't like watching as many clips as maybe I do, but every player's got their individual thing that they like doing. But yeah, it's if I can get that 1% advantage over my opponent, why would you not get it?
I know we've talked to you before about the position and the demands and what you go through. It was interesting, we spoke to Funzo after the Portsmouth game where he talked about the job that you do allows maybe him, Tom or Ben or whoever else is playing to do their job a little bit better. So there's a lot of responsibility on you with that team. You must be aware of that now.
Yeah, I do, but that's my job. And it's when Fonzo goes and puts the ball in the back of the net, and I'm patting him on the back. You don't see me doing that from 30 yards out. So we've all got our strengths, we've all got our weaknesses, and it's about how, if you're playing in a 2 or a 3, it's how the 2 or 3 work well together. We've all us midfielders have all got different qualities, and I think when it comes to a Saturday, it's about all putting in them qualities to get the right result. I enjoy doing their dirty work, and they'll go and score the goals and create goals as they have been doing. But yeah, I obviously do a little bit more dirty work than some of them, but when he puts the ball in the back of net, I'll do it all day.
You must hate crossbars though, because you've hit them a few times.
Jesus God, I haven't got one this season, and there's a couple of chances the other night, which I think one the keeper made a good save, and one went wide. Yeah, there's a couple might hit the crossbar. So one's coming, and if I can get one this weekend, that'd be nice.
It'll be 30-yarder in the top.
Oh no! Now I've said that, I'll take it.
But again, that responsibility to score goals is something that Ellis has shouldered largely on his own this year. As a midfield player, do you, as a group, feel a lot more responsibility to try and get some goals from that area of the pitch?
Yeah, I think especially when we're playing as a 2 midfield, the gaffer gives us license to go on and get in the box, and as much as Tom Collin and Fonzo and Gaz, we all want to go and score goals and create goals. I think there's different roles that each player plays in the team, and maybe if I'm playing a little bit deeper, my focus is more trying to get us up the pitch or make sure we don't get broken down. So each game's different, but yeah, as midfielders, we want to create and score. I think we'd all probably say we wanted to create and score more. If you look at Ben Gary, how many goals he scored last season, and I'm sure he would have wanted to go on and get more, but I think he's played a different role this season and hasn't been able to. But it doesn't mean that ourselves don't want to go and score and create more goals, and that'll be even now to the end of the season. That'll be our target.
Thank you.
No worries.
In many ways, Tom, you go back to a club and say you've got a lot of affinity with, but that goes out the window. No sentiments at all, is there now?
No, not at all. I want to go and win the games as much. I enjoyed my time there and loved it there. The fans were great for me, and my family loved going up there. But that's out the window. I'm a Port Vale player, and I'll be doing all I can to get the 3
What's your
points.
assessment of the club? Because they've made great strides, haven't they, since they came in from the National League, and they've established themselves arguably as a Division 1 club. They came close to floating into the Championship. So you'd say they're established. Is really where Port Vale have to look at?
Yeah, I think when I got promoted with Lincoln, I think they then changed maybe their aims. They went more youth and trying to maybe get players to then sell on. But I think the season they done really well. They got quite a few loans in and did well. So, and like you said, they're established now. And I think that is what it's about, getting established as a League One club, and then you progress from there.
You go into the game on Saturday, and it was possibly not the best performance against Oxford, but you did get some momentum in that game, particularly in the second half. You've got to take that into this game, haven't you?
Yeah, I think, like the gaffer said after us, that was somewhere to build from. I think if you ask any player, we wasn't ourselves on the ball as much as we would like to be. But I think when we've had such a tough time, it's about doing the hard yards, working hard, building momentum, like you said. Obviously, we wanted to get the win. We didn't come away absolutely elated that we got a point. We want to win every game, but we build on it, and we want to take them performances onto the training ground like we have, and then it's on to Saturday that, like you said, bring the momentum, and we hopefully go and get the win.